Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to the next episode of Skyrim, Zahjira's Travels. I just wanted to mention that I have developed a massive headache, so this will be the last episode for the evening. I didn't have it, it just started coming on, and unfortunately I had to take some of my medicine to make it go away, and that's going to make me severely sleepy, even if it's seeds and making it go away, which it doesn't always do. So we'll see if I can do the next hour. If it starts affecting my RP performance as Zahjira, however, I might have to end it early. We'll just have to play it by ear, as it were. Cross your fingers. In any case, let's return back with Zahjira and the boys in Blackreach. Alrighty. Andy Pretium. Yes, I do have the mod list for this for Skyrim. However, this is an old version of Skyrim. You can see the number there in the lower left-hand corner. It's 1.8151.0.7. I do have a list of all the mods I use, but I don't know if they all still exist, and you would need to find the current versions for them. However, I do have the list of links in a document, and let me just put it into chat for you. I think that's the command. Yes, that's it. And that gives you the links to all the various mods as they were at the time that I last updated it, which was 3 years ago. This is a series that I originally started on YouTube as a YouTube-only series, and that was when I first started doing anything to do with videos. It wasn't until a year later I started doing live streaming. This series has been on hiatus for 3 years because of, well, real-life issues. And I'm just now reactivating it because I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, and people have been asking me to, so that's why Zahjira is back, but in a live stream SRP format. Well, thank you, Trinity. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I just took the medication, so if it's going to affect, it'll take its effect within the next 20 minutes. Now, the side effect is Zahjira might be yawning a lot once it does take effect. Not the yawns that I can induce upon command when she's going to sleep, but the other, you know, yawns that I can't suppress. But we'll see how it goes. And if you have any other questions, now would be a good time to ask them before we get started. And in fact, yeah, eventually, like when we, I had yeah, I'll just do a little bit of a diversion here. If I had considered updating Zahjira to the latest Skyrim, but in order to do that, I would basically have had to replay, not only find all the mods and make sure that they all work together in the newest version, but I would have to replay off camera all the places that she went. I'd have to do about 100 hours of gameplay, and that's just a rough estimate, because I think I did about it's about 100 hours of gameplay, and actually probably longer than that, because I did cut out you know, the things like inventory management and that sort of thing that people did to make the videos shorter, things that I try to avoid doing during a live stream and do off camera, but I do have to do a certain amount. Anyway, point is, say 150 hours plus the testing time, so that's, say, a good 200 hours I'd have to do in order to recreate Zahjira in the latest version. And I don't have 200 hours to do that, so that's why I put up with the crashes and all the issues that with the older version that the new one may not have or have less of, because the recreating Zahjira in the new version is just not a feasible thing. I wish it could. Andy, that I think I need to read you the guidelines for picking a character, so that you have an idea of what is acceptable and what isn't. And Heddle is a time travel thing. Well, yeah, it's... But then she'd have to redo everything. She'd be starting from scratch in a new game. So it wouldn't be time travel, it'd be an alternate dimension where she's sent back into the past. But yeah. You think it'd be hilarious to listen to her rants about having to start off as a mage all over again? That could be funny, yes. Alright, I'm going to quickly read the general guidelines and then I'll end it with the exceptions that are of specific to Skyrim. To start with, if you don't wish to roleplay, please put OOC in front of your comments to make it easier on myself and the others who are roleplaying. That also goes for any comments that are out of character while you are roleplaying. If you do wish to roleplay, please follow the guidelines I'm about to read to you and any additional game-specific ones that I end off with. Don't be afraid to ask questions via OOC if you're unclear about something. You have one character. Changing to a new one is allowed in moderation, but try to do it only if necessary. Your character is a spirit advisor who can do the following things: interact with the other characters in chat as well as with mine, provide general advice, for example, watch out for frostbite, advise my character when she needs and asks the spirits for direct advice, and play a part in the unfolding story and have fun in chat. If your character is from the game world, they're dead. If your character is dead, their death predates the start of the current game timeline. If your character is alive, they're from another planet or reality, using some reasonable means to speak and watch through the eyes of a medium. So, no, I'm sorry, you cannot be the spirit of an idea. This doesn't work. You have to be an actual spirit, a sentient entity. If your character does not have any of the things I'm about to mention: a special background before or after death that is reserved for guides. If you want to find out how to become a guide or be invited to be a guide, you have to see my Patreon page for more details there. You do not have access to special resources and or people. You do not have special knowledge of any in-lore game secrets or quest lines. You do not have access to information that postdates the start of the game timeline that hasn't been learned via the SRP livestream. So in other words, you're allowed to talk about things Zahjira has already experienced, but not about things she hasn't. Your character isn't the spirit of any named lore characters from the game world, and your character isn't personally acquainted with any of them, whether they're dead or alive. Your character did not meet mine in the flesh, nor are they related, although they could have been from the same race or heritage. A couple of changes, or additions for Tamriel specifically. You could have been a recently dead soldier as long as they've been dead for at least a year, or, farmers say that got caught up in the conflict. But if you are a recent Tamriel dead, then you don't have any knowledge about anything important to the quests. But you could know something about, like, your town that you grew up in, or about your faction camp, that sort of thing, but nothing that is quest spoilers. Alrighty, so let's see. You guys been talking in chat. Let's see. And yes, Trinity, if the crashes get to that point, or one of the things I'm worried about is that because this was all put together in Windows 7, and it's only because I ported it all over to Windows 10 that it actually still seems to work. But if something breaks irrevocably or the game gets corrupted, then I will have to consider alternate solutions, so she may end up time traveling yet. And Jovial Squid, am I a male or a female? You honestly can't tell. I am a female. And Not that that really matters, but I have always been a female. In Simuse, the parallel universe, yeah, it would have to be a parallel universe and slightly out of step with a time or something. Anyway, so, right. Hopefully that answers any questions you might have about the general guidelines for choosing a character for roleplay in the chat. Again, if you do have additional questions or if something I said wasn't clear, feel free to put an OOC comment with OOC in front of it in the comments once I start wake Zahjira up here. If the people in chat can't help you, then I will pause and answer your question. No. You are not a specific... that is covered under the section of you are not... your character... let's see if I find that section. You are not the spirit of any named lore characters from the game world. And something I didn't read, which I thought was kind of covered above, but I'll be more specific. Not acceptable origins are... Your character does not come from, they're not high-ranking, they're not lower-important people, and that includes liches, dragons, Aedra, Daedra, gods, etc. In other words, you're an ordinary person. And I'm sorry to have to restrict people to that, but it is the best way to prevent people from being tempted to tell my character secrets that you shouldn't know and that she shouldn't, and to prevent people who are new to role-playing from making themselves super uber characters who know everything, because that is a very big temptation when you're a new role player. And to be quite honest, those are boring characters. They are boring. Boring to listen to because they know everything. I mean, you know how it is listening to somebody who's a know-it-all. They're boring to listen to. More interesting characters are people who have flaws, who are ordinary, who are struggling against or have struggles in the past, and you get a lot more. Every story you read that's a really good story has someone fighting and struggling against some obstacle that they have to overcome, and they have to do it despite their flaws as a sentient being. I say that because in Tamriel, of course, you don't have to be human. You could be a dark elf, you could be Khajiit, etc. I have been, if you're wondering, I have been role-playing for a great many years. At least 20 years now. I'm not going to go any higher than that, but it's actually higher than that. I've been role-playing for a very long time, and I've been doing it online, in MUDs, with people, in various formats. So I have learned a lot of things. I don't claim to be the perfect role player because I'm always learning new things myself, but I'm always happy to give advice about what makes a story interesting or a character interesting. And that's why these guidelines are so long, is I'm trying to head off the most common mistakes that people who are new to roleplay tend to make. And I made them myself, so I'm not claiming to be exempt from having made these. I've done them myself. That's why I know. Alright. Okay, let's get back to Zahjira. And my headache is still here. It hasn't gone away yet. But it's been a few minutes, so the medicine should be kicking in soon, I hope. That's part of the reason I did this longer thing here talking to you guys, because I was kind of hoping my headache would be gone by the time I finished blathering on, but it is still there. Alrighty. Back into character, and at this point, please start using OOC for out-of-character comments. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, something that I do need to add to the guidelines is I really should say something about putting your character name periodically in your comments, like put your character name and then a colon and then whatever it is they're saying, because that helps you remember your character name as well as other people in chat, of course, or people who've just arrived. If it's different than your actual handle, you could use your actual handle if you want, or part of it. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, technically resuming. Alright, what was Zahjira doing? Right, she was just... Right, gotcha. Oh, because you took a little nap there. She didn't mean to. Oh, it was just what... it was a cat nap. Yes. The best kind of nap. Alright, fellas. Khajiit, if you would like to wait outside or you can come in here, it's entirely up to you. But Khajiit would like to poke it around a little bit by herself first, if that's okay. It's not that she doesn't appreciate your presence with her. She does. Your enthusiasm, however, often causes you to get shot in the back with a fireball. And Khajiit would like to be, not fireballing her friends for a little bit because she always feels guilty. That would be good. But like she said, she does it. Well, for example, that fight at the Karspire with the dragon and the Forsworn. You were all essential there. So please don't think Khajiit is saying anything bad about you, because she's not. She loves and appreciates all of you. Right. There. Okay. You wanted to come outside? Alright, well, if Khajiit will ask that you all just wait here. And, well, Khajiit won't go too far. Like, she'll make sure she's within earshot in case she runs into trouble and needs your help. Otherwise, she will be back and get you if she goes too far by herself. She thinks she'll grab this ore before she goes. She does not see a lot of this around, Ebony. Alright, so Khajiit hears a Nirnroot, so... Well, Khajiit might have to play with the Nirnroot if she can find 30 of them. Because he did say he... Oh, there's Arander telling stories. Stories of his past to our friends. Khajiit just wants to poke in the corners. Because you never know what you're going to find in the corner. Things that people tried to hide away. Or she could be going up to a part she's already been. There's that too. Now, she keeps hearing a Nirnroot over here. And she did find some of them, but there must be another one. It sounds like they're pretty much scattered all over. Oh, there goes Khajiit's spells. Naturally. It does... Khajiit's eyes are having trouble with this place. Alright, Khajiit's going to put her spells back on and then she will delve further. And the contingency. And then the spell she would like to be associated with contingency. And then the one to make her a little harder to hit because, well, as a maid, she really doesn't like getting slapped in the head with a sword or any other body part for that matter. Not that that stops it, it just makes it slightly less painful. Alright, I need to do something with my chat things scrolling that are not supposed to because I forgot to highlight the thing that can scroll and I don't care. Oops, I went past it. Ooh, what have we got here? Ooh, gold. Oh, Khajiit should have checked the surroundings, but it's not too far from the boys. And they're talking. So. Okay, so there's nobody close. Oh, this is hard to see through. Alright, let's follow this road. Oh, Khajiit here's one. So he thinks it was in association with these. Looks like he is quite right. You know that there might be something back here. There sometimes is. There's nothing. Khajiit is getting wet for no reason, but at least it's not freezing. And to be honest, her cloak is pretty waterproof, so she only got a little bit wet. There's another one. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh, would you... Okay, that was a terrible, terrible thing to cheat. Okay, okay, ouch, 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 Khajiit. Okay, ow. Khajiit was trying to capture them, but it seems like that would be a bad idea. And she is not sneaking right now, which is probably why she's having issues. She didn't. It's walking across the water, going under that waterfall. Totally messed her up. She was too worried about being wet. Okay. Now. Ah. And Khajiit hears a new voice. A fuming YOLO. Hello, welcome to the madness that is Khajiit's current life. Khajiit is sorry she does not recall you. However, I do. Fuming YOLO. This is a serious roleplay series. I don't know if you've actually watched one of those before. If you have, then let me know and I won't go into lots of details. The short version is, if I'm not in a save screen like I am currently, I am in character as Zahjira. Khajiit is listening to her spirits. And that was a chorus, and there seems to be different versions of those. There's flying ones, and there's other ones. That's what that thing was, Trinity. There's goblins. There's no goblins here. They're whatever they are. They're a Falmer, though. But that does make her wonder. Nope, she does not see anything nearby. Alright, so she has learned, well, at least if she's not sneaking, Okay, okay, okay. Khajiit should have let her eyes adjust so she could see better. Ah, water always messes Khajiit up. Dang it. Khajiit, here's another one. It appears... Oh, it's right there. Ah, okay, Trinity, I understand. Oh, you were speaking about... Khajiit understands now. You were talking about goblins going by where your tomb is? Oh, Khajiit thought you meant here. That you saw one through her eyes that was picking its nose. But no, you were talking about someplace else. Ooh, okay, Khajiit wants that. As long as there is nothing nearby to notice that Khajiit is getting it. Does not appear to be. Alright. Well, if you love Skyrim, Fumignolo, then Khajiit can only assume you like having your behind frozen. Unless you're talking about loving being in the part that doesn't freeze your behind. Khajiit finds it interesting. She wouldn't go so far as to say she loves it. Because, well, she misses her home. But one cannot have adventures if one does not leave one's home, right? Oh, we have spiders. A lot of them, it looks like. Well, there's spiders around. Where they are is another matter. Khajiit is not seeing any spiders. Okay, Khajiit cannot burn that one. The goblins keep coming by your... Oh, you did... It's a pile that is covering you, and they keep leaving with bits of it. Oh. What is covering you that they would, oh, be taking away? Speaking of critters. Alright, so... Are there actually no spiders? Did the Falmer kill all the spiders? Can Khajiit reach that? No, Khajiit cannot. She does want to check out down there, though. Okay, so Khajiit only sees the one. So there isn't, as far as her spell can tell her, any that are within there. Oh, Trinity, Khajiit Yes, Khajiit will admit that she forgot it was you that had fallen down the palace toilet. Okay, now Khajiit knows what's covering you. Why are the goblins taking that away? That... okay. Mind you, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? So maybe it's dirt now? Khajiit's not sure what happens to excrement over time. She is not sure at all. Well, she thinks she is going to see if she can get... Yes. Yes, she can. She just wants to have a look and see how many she has. She's got some commons, some graders, a petty, okay. She's gonna have to keep track of which ones are being filled by Falmer. She does not remember. There's mushroom and plants growing on the pile over you. Oh, so they are farming on your resting place? Alright, Khajiit going to check out this area first, then we'll go over where that Falmer was. So there are things... She looked here several times. She's pretty sure there's nothing that's going to bite her. Although she is getting a little sleepy, she's not sure. She just had a nap. It doesn't seem right. She should be sleepy already. Why are there no spiders here? Do you object to having a sort of a farm on top of your resting place, Trinity? Out of curiosity, could you just... It's just strange. She can't say she's... Why is there no spiders here? Not that she particularly wants spiders. There are spiders. Okay. Now, where is that one? Alright, it's not wandering about. But they're up there, so Khajiit might have to go back up once she finishes poking around down here. There are, in fact, spiders. You don't object to it? There's something odd about the mushrooms. Yes, that did look like a spider to Khajiit as well. It fell down when she shot it, so she's pretty sure it was a spider. But it at least, it definitely makes her feel that she was not incorrect in assuming that there was a spider. Oh yeah, she sees it up there now. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with her stamina. It seems to be dropping, although she's not doing anything. Alright, something seems to be funky. She is not sneaking, or she is not in rush mode, she is not, sprinting, she is not shooting an arrow and holding her breath, but her stamina keeps dropping. Khajiit is having trouble catching her breath. Oh, she is not sure what is going on. She's not cold. It's not because she's cold. No. No, she doesn't feel that she's ill. Except for the fact she's having trouble catching her breath. Alright. Ah. Alright, so it may be bug or it might be user error. I'm not quite sure which. I'm going to try reloading the game. Or like the save file. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to restart Skyrim because I honestly don't know what I may or may not have pushed or if it's a bug. Because the things I know to try are not changing anything. Which cup icon? If you're referring to the things up here, that's the various spells that she has on her. When I went, or when she went and looked at her list of effects, there was no red ones, and usually negative effects will be red. But let's have another look. Oh, you're talking about that cup. Ah, that is for, actually, it's supposed to work now for Twitch, for Mixer, and for YouTube. It is a Streamlabs cup. Basically, the little ones that you see, I think there's one thing in there right now. That shows if somebody has followed me, if you see that icon, the purple icon, but in the cup. But if somebody tips me using Streamlabs, then coins will fall into it, as well as the other bells and whistles that will play. And that's what that cup is for, is to collect follower tokens and coin tokens to show the activity of people on the channel. Sort of a visual feedback to say thanks to you guys. I know that usually the cup is empty, but yeah, that's okay. It is purely voluntary, and I have it there because so many streamers do have that or a variation of it, and it's a way for me to visually show that there's been, what activities there been on this particular stream, if any. So I'll take this opportunity to say that if you are interested in tipping me, you can do that one of several ways. If you want to do it on an ongoing basis, you can become a patron. And one of the benefits of being a patron is you get various perks. One of those is that if you are a patron at the $5 level or higher, you could be invited to be what is called a guide in the SRP channels. That means that you basically are a higher ranking advisor, and I try to give you special notice and special attention from Zahjira's point of view, because from her point of view, she can sense that you are more important. Like you are, it's like the difference between a town official and a townsfolk. You'd be one of the town officials in the spirit world, as it were. And if you wanted to tip me, if you go !tip, that'll bring up the information. for the various places. Basically, there's two methods to do that. You can do that through Streamlabs for a one-time tip, or there's another one called Gaming for Good. You can also do it there. The difference between the Streamlabs and the Gaming for Good is Gaming for Good also lets you donate to a charity. I think, I forget which charity it is now. It's been so long since I set it up. And it doesn't really get much use. It's been used once, I think. But it lets you, donate to a charity too at the time that you drop a tip on me. And I like donating to charities as long as they're legit, so I figured other people might want to do that too. Alright. Hopefully that all makes sense. And I'm going to go back and try the load here. I guess I should have been doing it while I was blathering. Oh well. Let's try this. I'm sorry. My medication's affecting me. I thought it might. I was pretty sure it would. And I forgot to respond to your comment there, YOLO. You have 10 million on Stardew Valley. That is awesome. Good job on saving your cash. Fuming YOLO, I don't know if you're thinking of Skyrim, because I could see you being a level 100, but you can't get hacked in Skyrim because it's not an online game. Unless you're talking about Elder Scrolls, which is an online game. It did fix it? Oh, okay. And Fuming YOLO, please put OOC in front of your comments, because you don't have to roleplay if you don't want to, but I do ask that if you don't want to roleplay, you do put OOC in front of your comments, because it makes it a lot easier for me. I have a lot of things to pay attention to, and not being forced to read a comment to see if it's an OOC or not before Zahjira starts to respond is helpful. Khajiita's feeling a little better now. Oh, maybe the air in here is, there is some mist and stuff, so maybe there's something in the mist that Khajiita's, I don't know, allergic to or something? She's not sure. Right. Okay, so we can go up here. Skyrim! This is me slapping Skyrim's face. Why do you do this? I should have known, because there was that issue that I probably should have just reloaded and just, okay, we're doing that now. I'll be right back, and I can chat with you about roleplay if you want, or I'll put on some music, but in the meantime, I'm going to say, start Skyrim. Is it going to start Skyrim? Start Skyrim.
Starting Skyrim now.
There. I said it in a different tone of voice, so it didn't recognize what I was doing. Alright. Okay. So, anyway. Yes, this episode has been mostly me talking and not actually role-playing. Oh well, there's a little bit of actual roleplay content in it. What can you do? That happens when you're playing with Skyrim. And see, that's one of the things when I did the series originally, is I obviously would cut out the crashes in it, and if I could, I would redo the part that had the crash so that it was seamless, but sometimes I couldn't, and I just put a crash on the screen and then continued. But yeah, it takes a little longer than that when you're live streaming. Fuming YOLO, you had an Xbox and the Xbox got hacked. I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Fuming YOLO, and I'll ask once again, please remember, put OOC in front of your comments. And if you don't understand what I mean, I am going to load the game first, and then I will put in... Actually, you have examples in chat, because Trinity has been posting comments with OOC in front of them. Please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, so let's load this. Alright, and Trinity, I I have been avoiding the concept of having to transfer Zahjira to a new version of the game. I'm hoping, honestly, to finish the main quest line with her in this version. At the very minimum. We'll just have to see. If it becomes too crashy, like today has been particularly bad, but other days we don't have too much trouble, so I think it just depends on what area of the game she happens to be in. This area, for whatever reason, seems to be bad. And as I recall, when I was originally doing this series, the same held true. There were certain areas that were worse for crashes. I just was able to disguise it a lot better. But I will think about it, Trinity, now that you've planted the seed of the idea in my head about doing it as a parallel universe kind of thing. I will think about that, and I may be able to come up with something that would be workable from my point of view. And Simuse, do I RP chars across game? Funny you should ask that. You might want to... Oh, I don't really have it handy to play it for you. But if you go to my YouTube channel and look at the Zahjira's... Actually, it's on my channel trailer. Yes, go to my YouTube channel. My current channel trailer is something that will answer your question. Basically, I roleplayed a series in Fallout 4 with a character named Avalon, who was also a medium, who, however, was a walk-in soul and was aware of a lot more than Zahjira is. And that particular trailer will answer that question, yes. And I'm not going to say anything more because I think it's more interesting if you watch it without knowing more than that. It's easy to find, like I said, just go to my youtube.com/ValsNoisyToys, and it's right there on the channel trailer. So, on the main page, you'll see it. It's only 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long, something like that. Anyway. Okay, she's going to make a couple of... I have to do a couple of OOC commands to set things up, so please excuse. Shut up, you face. Make me a kangaroo.
I'm a kangaroo.
Alright, now Zahjira's ready. Does Khajiit have to go all the way around, or can she jump up? She thinks she can jump up. She is a Khajiit, after all. Although, the rock is a little slippery. She will say that. Oh yes, spider. Spiders. 3 spiders. But they're over there. Ah. Nope. Come on. Don't fall. Ow, ow. Those jerks. Dang it. Okay. That stung. Ah. It continues to sting. Alright, Khajiit is going to... She's going to go back down this way, and she's going to hope that they forget about her. Is Khajiit hearing a Nirnroot? She might be hearing a Nirnroot. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Ooh, and there's so many ores down here. Oh, it makes sense. It's in a cave. Alright. Khajiit's going to grab this. Actually, maybe she'll look after the spiders first. Oh, thank you for telling me. Alright, well, she didn't do too much. She just got spat on from long distance by a spider. And, yes. Oh well. It's only a couple minutes, right? Yeah, I'm making more and more mistakes because the medicine is affecting me. So I think, yes, this is definitely going to be the last episode for today. I'm probably going to stream about another 10-15 minutes. Possibly till after she deals with the spiders. And the headache is coming back too, so that medicine only worked for about 15 minutes. That's lovely. Great. And Simuse, you developed a logical card game character based on Mass Effect science. Ah, well, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but like I said, watch the trailer. Anyway, yes, it happens. Okay. So... Right, so Khajiit is here. She has to deal with these silly spiders, and then she can get that moonstone ore that she saw. Oh wait, they might have forgotten about her. She doesn't feel their beady eyes on her back anymore. She wants... Now, where was that ore? There it is. This place has so many ores. Khajiit did just say that, but there are. And she is not complaining. Although she may have to give the boys some to carry because it is heavy. Alright. Now let's see, we can feather a few of the spiders with some arrows, collect some bits, and Khajiit would actually like to look in those cocoons too, because, well, as grim as it is, there's bodies probably in there, and there may be bits that Khajiit can use for her things. They were up there. Dang it, there goes Khajiit's spells. She kind of wonders if she'll ever be able to have them go for a very, very long time, like a day. And then she would never have this problem. Well, as much. No, no, no. Oh, dang it. She messed that up. She has to redo both spells. There, this is the one that captures the next spell. And so it would help if she actually cast the right version. Yes, there she is. Ever since that avalanche, she's just not as good at doing the full spell. See, there, she just did it again. That just did it again. Dang it. There we go. Dang it. Well, at least they're on. Khajiit can now resume. Alright, where are they? There's one right there. Can Khajiit hit it? Yes, she can. And there goes the spider. Now, she only had one petty gem left, so if they're filling petty gems, this next one will not do any good. Alright. Now, are you a live one or a dead one? That's the dead one. She saw 3 up there? And she's not sure how she's going to get up there. That looks like a door that... Alright, well, let's see if she can spot them this way. No, there was 3, she swears, but she only sees 1 now. There is no way up there. She can see. Unless there's a hidden path behind the rock over by the foamer tent things. You finally managed to catch up on my more recent memories. Ah! Did you find them interesting to go through? You may have stepped on a few of the bugs in my mind's palace in the process. Ah, well, that's why Khajiit, you know, she can always get more bugs. Because they're so fun to catch. Hey, losing a few. She's okay with that. It's the catching, you see. It's the getting. It's not so much the having. Well, the having is nice too, but the getting is the best part. You think you hear something close to me moving? Well, if there is, it's either too far away and she can't show it with her spell, or because she thinks she might have heard what you're talking about, sort of a rustly sound, or it's a dwarven mechanism, which do not. Maybe it's little bits of rock falling? What Khajiit could do, she could just send some fire over there and see if anything happens. You know, shoot a few of the things and see if she can expose those spiders. She really doesn't want them spitting on her from a distance. Okay, there's an egg there too. No. Now the spider she saw was originally up here. No? Not waking up any spiders, so Khajiit does not know. She swore she saw 3. Well, she wants to see if she can look in that. Oh! What do we have here? Khajiit can't reach that. Alright, so there's a door here for Khajiit to go through. But before she does that, she is going to... There's nothing in there. Nothing that Khajiit can see. She's going to see if she can burn a hole in the bottom, but it felt kind of empty when she brushed her hands across it. Yeah, it's just full of the dried, desiccated remains of whatever creature or person was unfortunate enough to get caught up in it. That one, Khajiit thinks even with her fabulous jumping, she's not going to be able to reach that. No. Okay, so we'll try the fire on the bottom thing again. No. Okay. Right, so that door looks interesting. Wait. Khajiit only killed a spider. There are 3 spiders here. Did they fall to their death? Well, that one had one of her arrows in it. Did the one that was up there fall off? Khajiit is confused. She didn't have poison on her arrow, so it shouldn't have dropped dead all on its own. She's not sure. Alright, well, Khajiit is going to check around here and then we'll go back to that door. The spiders fell, that's how they died. Is that the noise you heard? Them falling? You wouldn't think a spider could fall very easily. And maybe the rustling you heard was them moving before they fell off. Possibly. Possibly. Alright, Alright. Gotcha. Alright, just in case. Because it does reveal them if they're in their cocoons, if Khajiit is close enough when she casts the spell. that salmon is fresh. Where's the bug? These bugs, Khajiit had to admit she's not so fond of because they're too big. Little bugs are good. Big bugs, not so much. Okay, Khajiit sees another Nirnroot. But we'll go back to that door. Jaden, hello. Welcome back to Khajiit's Madness. Salsa. Sorry, Khajiit forgot that you preferred to be called Salsa. Khajiit will collect these things. Soul gems. She has never found this kind of thing on the surface that she recalls. So she wonders, is it places like this that all the soul gems come from? Okay. Will-o-wisps. Alright, well she won't disturb them. We want to go look at that door first. Khajiit has left the boys quite far behind, so she might ask them to come over here. Yes, she is actually fairly far away, so let's go get them. And finding these is very lucky, yes. Khajiit just wishes she's found such things before. But... oh, wait. There's something for Khajiit here. Another one. Because Khajiit, when she was looking at her soul gems earlier, and she saw the one petty gem, she couldn't remember if she'd bought more or if that one had shown up from somewhere. And it looks like she might have actually been mined it and didn't realize it. She just... well, she has to admit, being able to speak to you guys does make her a little less attentive to her surroundings. I mean, it's fine. It does mean she seems to miss a little bit more than... or it could be the avalanche, too. To be honest, it could be that, too. Okay. Khajiit's a little turned around. That's where we're trying to go back to. But where are the boys? Okay. This is the way she came, isn't it? It does indeed go far into the land. Yeah, she remembers the, thing. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the map. Yes. Yes, that's where the boys are. Hey guys, Khajiit was getting too far away, so she came back. If you're all ready, then let's go back to where Khajiit was. She found some spiders 2 of which seem to have fallen off and died, but... Actually, she did shoot an arrow into... Why is everybody not following Khajiit? She did shoot an arrow into one of them, and that's one of the ones that fell off. Because the one that she put more in... Are you...
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see.
Alright.
Khajiit will follow.
Good, good. Arander?
Mara, protect us both.
You follow too?
I'm ready. Let's continue.
Wonderful. Maybe they were a little peeved that I left them behind. You... Okay. Let's see if they're actually willing to come. No, Khajiit looked at them. It's some kind of... well, for lack of a better term, she thinks it's a lichen? Alright. Are y'all ready to come now? Khajiit would like to show you, and there goes her spells, she would like to show you a door she found. Ah, everybody's coming this time. Here they come. Sort of. There we are. Alright, Khajiit found a door over here. And she thought it would be a good idea for you guys to be with her. Besides, it's a fair distance from theirs, from where she last left you. You know, she's been seeing that out of the corner of her eye. She hasn't remarked on it, but... Isn't that amazing? Whatever it is, it's like a miniature sun underground. A very fancy sun. But it looks really, really amazing. Khajiit hopes she gets a chance to look at it closer. But in the meantime, this place. There's a door. And we don't know, this is a door to, well, a tower that looks like it goes up into the rocks, so we are supposed to find a tower for this whole thing, so, well, we'll start here. When you guys are all ready. Alrighty? Alrighty. Alright, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm sorry that the stream turned it out to be abbreviated, but it was twofold reasons for that. The first was I have periodic bouts of insomnia, as longtime watchers of me know, and it does seem to come in cycles, and I've actually found out something that I did not know about it, and that was people who have Asperger's like I do quite often have insomnia issues, so that does explain a lot of things. Why I pretty much had it all my life, so I found something new. Anyway, so the point is, the fact I also had to take my medication is making it more difficult for me to, well, think and talk and whatnot. And, even though the headache is coming and going, I think it'd be better off just to end the stream. And thank you, Trinity. I hope to be back tomorrow. Again, like I said, I'm in a bout of my insomnia. It was going so well, too. I had a good 10 days there where I got a good night's sleep every night, and I was hoping that would last longer, but of course not. Anyway, I'm hoping to be back tomorrow. As always, I will update on my Twitter if the stream is not going to happen. It will depend on if I get enough sleep, and pretty much just that, if I get enough sleep. Oddly enough, the medicine that makes me yawny doesn't actually help me sleep. It just makes me feel groggy for about 12 to 18 hours, so yeah. I'll probably still be feeling the effects of it in the early afternoon if I do stream, but at least it's something I can fight off. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry this last hour was full of mostly half talking and crashes, but yeah, as long as that doesn't become a standard thing, then we can struggle on and make our way through it. You guys have a good night, and with luck, I will see you again tomorrow with Zahjira's Travels in Skyrim. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, actually, before I go, that just reminded me, I'm going to do a quick round of thanking the people who are auto-hosting me today. That would be Pied Piper 314, Open World Attic, Great Orator, Kiba the Barbarian, Captain Hook 5150, Gamer WN, and Private Dijon. All of those are Twitch streamers, and I do put links to their Twitters at the end of each week. I do a Twitter spam where I thank all the people that auto-hosted me, and I have links to their Twitters if I have that information available, and you can check out their streams there. Unfortunately, because it no longer is able for Streamlabs to show the information, you can't actually see their names in chat, and to be honest, typing all their names in chat multiple times is not something I'm quite as willing to do. So anyway, I'm losing it badly now. Okay, so I'm going. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, I'll play the outro and go away, and yeah. I'll be back tomorrow with any luck. You all have a good night. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, she'd like to sneak. The darkest corners we seek.